Well, we heard this yesterday. Even before Hurricane Michael made landfall in Florida, there were already liberals that were saying this wouldn't be as bad as it is. This is the fault of President Trump, and we're just going to see more of this since the president pulled us out of the Paris Climate Accords.
Sure. I mean, all you hear are myth and mantras when it comes to global warming. There's an actual dogma that exists. It's almost religious zealotry at this point about climate change. You hear the 97% of scientists agree study. What you never hear is that that's based on, 2 college term papers. One of them on a Google search. Another was an Australian blogger. And another guy was a socialist historian. That's the actual sourcing that they use for such a claim. There exists no comprehensive study on what scientists agree on. So all you get is this hysteria. As you mentioned, the IPCC headline. If they didn't put a headline out like that, they probably wouldn't receive as much funding to do studies on global warming. So this is really what Adam Smith would call the interested sophistry at work. You have green organizations that rely on donations, on climate alarmism. The IPCC itself that relies on funding for doing studies on climate alarmism. And they admitted in 2007, the IPCC itself said that, look, there are no long-term climate models that will be reliable. I mean, we're talking about the weather here. Right, exactly. I mean, it's a clickbait headline. It's a clickbait title on this report because what's in the report directly contradicts the title. It says, if we don't do something in the next 12 years, basically climate change is going to take over and people are all going to die catastrophic deaths. Yet, not only does it say what we just covered, it says the Paris Climate Accords were not enough. It doesn't matter if the U.S. had stayed in the Paris Climate Accords because that isn't enough. And it tells people we must do something, but it also says there's really nothing that we know to do. People can't do anything to stop this. Right, and if you stay on the message that we must do something, that means government must do something. So politicians love it. It gives them more power to take resources and allocate them the way they want to, and what they usually do is they allocate it to constituents that vote for them. So this is self-aggrandizing on their part too. So they ally themselves with, the green movement and with these scientists that get grants based on their climate alarmism. So it's this self-perpetuating cycle. Right. Almost.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.